Hello everyone. The topic of discussion for the day is wholesale price index versus consumer price index. This is indeed one of the most important topic of discussion. Why? Because if you see the UPSC previous year questions, multiple times questions from WPI and CPI have come for the examination. Towards the end of the video, I will also show you those questions. Okay. Having said that, let's have a quick look into this topic. Now, in order to measure inflation, certain indicators are used. Out of that, the most important indicator used to measure or calculate inflation is wholesale price index and consumer price index. There are two more indicators called as PPI, producer price index, and GDP deflator. In this video, we'll discuss regarding WPI and CPI. And the next video, we'll talk about PPI as well as GDP deflator in detail. Having said that, in order to measure inflation, one of the most indicator that was used previously was wholesale price index. What is wholesale? Wholesale means something in bulk. What is retail? The smaller version of it, right? For example, you go to a factory, you are purchasing one big carton of biscuits. Now, there are 30 packets of biscuits in that particular big box or carton. So now, 10 rupees is per, or let's say 10 rupees is the cost per biscuit. But when you purchase at a wholesale level, they will give you for rupees 8. Whereas, when this particular biscuit reaches the market, that is the retail market, where we the consumers go and purchase, we don't purchase at a wholesale level. The consumers purchase at what? A retail level. So, the MRP will be rupees 10. Rupees 10 has to be paid while the customer is buying what? Buying this particular packet of biscuit. So now, the consumers do not buy commodities at a wholesale or a bulk level. Rather, consumers buy commodity at what? A retail level. So now, similarly, wholesale price index and consumer price index deals with wholesale and retail perspective, deals with producers and consumers perspective. So having said that, the very first indicator to measure inflation is called as wholesale price index. Now, in simple terms, using this particular WPI, what they do is, it measures the value, or let's say it measures the price rise by taking into consideration only the value of goods. In an economy, both goods and services are produced. But while you calculate inflation using the method called as wholesale price index, it only measures the value of rise in price of commodities or goods only. Whereas, the rise in the price of services are completely excluded, or it is not taken into consideration. So this is how you calculate inflation using WPI. So now this WPI calculates the price of goods at wholesale level or big level. Who are the wholesalers? The wholesalers here include government, big institutions, banks, NGOs, etc. So all the big organizations, including the governments, the finance institutions, all these are what? The wholesalers here. So now in wholesale price index, inflation is calculated only by considering what? The price of commodities. Now, having said that, what is CPI? CPI is consumer price index. Here, inflation is calculated, or let's say CPI takes into consideration the value of not only goods but also services while calculating inflation. So both goods and services are taken into consideration while you measure inflation using what? Using CPI or consumer price index. And using CPI, the calculation is done on a consumer level, or let's say on a retail level. So now, when you go to a market, as a consumer, as I told you before, do you purchase a commodity at a wholesale or a retail level? Of course, at a retail level, which means we the consumers pay prices at the retail level, and it also consists of what? Indirect taxes, which is GST in our country, right? So now, when you pay price for the commodity at a retail level, you're paying a higher price. For example, I am producing a leather jacket. In my factory, or let's say the wholesale price of that particular leather jacket is 500 rupees. Now, when this particular leather jacket comes out of the factory, as a consumer in the market, I am going to purchase it. It consists of what? The indirect taxes called as GST. Also, it consists of what? The profits of wholesalers, retailers, everything. And now this 500 rupees leather jacket is sold at, let's say, 1000 rupees in the market. Which means that we the consumers pay what? A higher prices to get the commodity. So now consumer price index measures the rise in the price of commodities and services from the consumer or the retail level, because we the consumers feel what? The pinch or the burden of paying higher prices for the commodities. So now at wholesale level, this is not taken into consideration. Only the price of goods at a bulk or a wholesale level is considered to measure inflation. Whereas in CPI, at a retail level, the price of both goods and services is taken into consideration. This is the major point of difference between WPI and CPI. Having said that, let's go back to WPI. So now, wholesale price index measures what? The price of goods at wholesale level. Now, this was actually used since 1939 itself. But it took some years to publish data on wholesale price indexes. The very first data on WPI was published in 1942, and from 1947 onwards, regularly we started publishing what? The inflation data using wholesale price index. Until 2015, the most important indicator to measure inflation in our country, India, was wholesale price index. But now, because of the limitations of wholesale price index, slowly and gradually in our country, India, from 2015 onwards, we made consumer price index as the most important indicator or method to measure inflation for two reasons. One is CPI consists of what? The value of goods and services, because WPI does not take into consideration the price of services. Second thing is CPI enables to understand the living standards of the population, because we the consumers pay higher prices to get a commodity, whereas WPI is what? It takes things at a wholesale level. This was the reason why it was shifted from WPI to CPI. Even today, inflation is calculated at the wholesale price index perspective also, but the most important indicator to measure inflation for our country has been shifted from WPI to CPI. For example, when you say what is inflation today, as per December 2024 data, the inflation stands at 6.2%. This is called as All India Consumer Price Index data, which means we measure inflation from the consumer point of view. Is it clear? It is not wholesale point of view. Separately, we do measure inflation from the WPI perspective, but the most important indicator is CPI. Having said that, this particular WPI, so now, as I was telling, it was published since 1947 regularly. Now, who publishes it? Initially, it was the Office of Economic Advisor, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. They were responsible for publishing all the data pertaining to what? Wholesale price index. Slowly and gradually, the department started changing. But even today, wholesale price index has been published under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. But the department is shifted to DPIIT, which is Department for Promotion of Internal Trade and Industry. They are responsible for publishing what? The wholesale price index data. Now, it is to be understood that not every commodities come under wholesale price index, be it WPI, be it CPI. Only certain selected items called as basket of goods. It is called as basket of goods. Come under what? Come under wholesale price index. If you see, since 2010, there was a committee that was put forward in order to review the methodology of calculating inflation using what index? WPI, wholesale price index. In that, it was under the leadership of a person called as Dr. Soumitra Chaudhary. After that particular meeting was done, more commodities started getting included under the wholesale price index. So now today I can tell you that more than 600 commodities, approximately 619 commodities or basket of items are included to calculate what? Wholesale price index. And now, previously, when you opened the newspaper, headline inflation, top line inflation, the most important inflation, that was referring to wholesale price index. But after 2015, today, if you open the newspapers, if you see the headlines, the headline or the top line inflation of our country stands at 6% or 5%, the meaning of that is it is referring to consumer price index or CPI in simple terms. I hope it is clear for you. Having said that, this wholesale price index was faced with a major criticism. What is that? As I discussed, it only took into consideration the price of goods, whereas the services was excluded. And now wholesale price index never had a bifurcation of urban and rural data. It was generalized for the entire country as a whole. That was also another limitation of what? Wholesale price index. So now, having said that, the next is what? CPI, Consumer Price Index, measuring the price of goods and services at what? The retail or let's say consumer level. Now, in the CPI, how did they publish data is, what happened was like, initially, before 2012, CPI data was published based on four methodologies or let's say 4 series. It is called as CPI for industrial workers. The second one was CPI for agricultural laborers. The third one was CPI for rural laborers. And the fourth one is combined CPI, which means it has data of both rural plus urban. In simple terms, previously, before 2012, when you want to calculate consumer price index data at the retail or consumer level, this is how it was calculated. They used to have exclusively CPI for industrial workers. What is the data? Then what is CPI for agriculture laborers, rural laborers, and then the combination. Now look at this. Don't you think so? Agriculture laborer and rural laborer. It is repeating. Because under the rural sector only, the agriculture laborers also comes up. But multiple times the same data has been again reintroduced. So now there was a limitation like this. And now this CPI did not take into consideration all the segments of the population. There was some sort of, challenges in these 4 methods of calculating consumer price index. So in 2012 January, what happened was like, another new series for calculating consumer price index data was put forward. And now today, there are only 3 types of methods or 3 ways in which we calculate data for consumer price index. It is called as CPI for rural workers or rural laborers. Then next is CPI for urban workers. And third one is combined CPI, which means that what is the exclusive consumer price index for the rural people? Similarly, what is the CPI for urban people? After that, analyzing rural and urban baskets separately, these 2 data will be combined, called as consolidated or combined CPI, both for rural as well as urban workers or urban laborers. This is how the CPI is calculated as per the new series. Now, be it WPI, be it CPI, all these indexes to measure inflation is calculated using a base year price. It is not calculated using the current prices or the let's say 2024 prices. Rather, WPI as well as CPI, in order to calculate inflation, we always take into consideration what? The base prices or the base year prices. What is a base year? As per the recent data, base year is 2011-12. But maybe there is a prediction in the paper that there was a suggestion to make the base year to 2022-23. By February 2025, we will get to know whether the base year from 2011-12 is changed to 2022-23. If it is changed, means automatically all these indexes will be calculated using the new base year. But as of now, the base year is 2011-12. Is it clear? That is how WPI as well as CPI is calculated. Now, inflation data cannot be released every yearly. It has to be released on a monthly basis, right? Now, previously, wholesale price index data, it was released on a weekly basis. But slowly and gradually, after 2012, what happened? Wholesale price index data started getting published or released on a monthly basis. And now it is very important. Month to month, you should know what was the inflation for the month of October, for the month of November, for the month of December. If you see for the month of October, the inflation, that is CPI, Consumer Price Index, because we changed the most important indicator in our country, India, to measure inflation from WPI to CPI. So, in the month of October, the inflation for our country, India, was 5.4%. In the month of November, which is December, they released. In the month of November, what happened? It was from 5.4, it became 6.2. 6.2 percentage. And what is inflation targeting? Inflation targeting is to be kept at what limits? At the rate of 4 percentage with plus or minus tolerance band of 2 percentage. In the previous videos we discussed, right? But now 6 is the maximum limit of what? Inflation. But now as per the recent data, inflation is shooted up to more than 6 percentage. It is 6.2 percentage. And that is what data? That is Consumer Price Index data. Having said that, be it WPI, be it CPI, today it is released or published on a monthly basis. It is an important UPSC keyword. A question has been asked based on that. Now, the next important thing about CPI is all these data based on CPI. Who publishes them? Of course, the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. That is, they are in charge of what? Collecting data and getting and releasing what? Releasing all this data pertaining to Consumer Price Index. Is it clear? This Consumer Price Index, not only because it includes goods and services, it is superior or better than WPI. At the same time, CPI also has data separately for rural perspective and separately for urban perspective as well. At the same time, state-wise data is possible under the CPI basket. That is why it is considered to be a little more better than the WPI. Having said that, Consumer Price Index, it is also important to understand that in the year 2016, the Monetary Policy Committee, what is that? It is a monetary policy framework it is a monetary policy committee is put forward by the monetary authority, that is Central Bank of our country India, which is RBI. So now in 2016, when this committee was put forward, along with targeting inflation called as inflation targeting at the rate of 4 percentage with plus or minus tolerance band of 2 percentage, it was decided to shift the base or the most important method to measure inflation from wholesale price to consumer price index. From that time only, we are using CPI as what? The most important indicator of inflation. Now, having said that, like your WPI, even CPI also has certain basket of goods and services. Not every goods and services are measured using what? Are measured using CPI. Again, inflation is measured via CPI and it takes into consideration only selected items or selected basket of goods or services. If you see CPI rural, CPI urban, separately we calculate on a monthly basis, right? Around 448 items comes under the CPI rural basket of items, whereas 468 items come under CPI's urban basket of items. So now they know what to include, what not to include. Having said that, more importance for food items or food articles and fuel, that is energy items, that is given in consumer price index, because we the consumers purchase all these items on a regular basis at the retail level, right? We don't purchase all these food and fuel at a wholesale level. So in consumer price index, more importance or more weightage is given to what? More importance or more weightage is given to food and fuel items compared to what? Compared to wholesale price index. And now this consumer price index is, in a way, again, if you see within CPI itself, CPI rural has more weightage for food and fuel items compared to CPI urban. So now one point of difference is that CPI has more weightage on food items or food articles and fuel items compared to wholesale price index. Similarly, within CPI, consumer price index of rural basket gives more importance to food and fuel item compared to CPI urban. The weightage is more for CPI rural within CPI. So if at all a question comes for you, you should be able to answer. Is it clear? Because this is how the bifurcation goes. Now, having said that, this particular CPI and this particular WPI, even today, though there are so many debates regarding the methods of measuring inflation based on CPI as well, it is found to be more relevant for a country like India to understand what is the real living standard of the population, what is the cost of living, what is their, PPP, purchasing power parity. Because when price increases, automatically because of inflation, price of the commodity also increases. And we, the consumers, purchase commodities from the market at a retail level. Right? And now we pay higher prices if there is inflation. So that is affecting what? Our purchasing power also. Higher the prices, automatically, if you have a lesser income, then your purchasing power becomes difficult. You will not be able to purchase more. So to understand this only, from WPI, CPI was shifted as what? The most important indicator to measure inflation. And because of CPI, we are able to understand separately also what is the food inflation in our country India today. That is exclusively rise in the price of essential commodities like vegetables, milk, meat, fruits, etc. It is very, very high. If you see in October 2024, 9.2% was the food inflation. Again, in November-December data, if you see, it has come to 10.8% of food inflation. So this shows that India is actually shooting up its prices for the essential commodity. It is very, very dangerous. And this food inflation is called as All India Consumer Price Food Inflation. Again, this food inflation is also calculated what? At the consumer level, not at the wholesale level. I hope it is crystal clear for you. Having said that, let's quickly have a look into the previous year questions based on WPI as well as CPI. Now, in 2020, there was a question. What is the question? The weightage of food, the weightage of what? Food in CPI is higher than that in WPI. Already I told you, yes, the weightage of food and fuel is always greater what? At the CPI, because it is consumer level compared to WPI. So the first one is correct. Now, the WPI does not capture change in price of services, which CPI does. Yes, we all know that, right? We all know that. Of course, WPI means no services. CPI means goods and services. So the second one is also correct. What is the third one? RBI has now adopted WPI as its key measure of inflation and to decide on changing what? On changing the key policy rates. In 2016, what did RBI do? They put forward the Monetary Policy Committee and they shifted WPI to CPI as the most important indicator to measure inflation. So because of the keyword WPI, it is wrong. It is actually CPI. So what is the answer? The answer is only 1 and 2. Now, the next question is 2010 May, you had a question. Consider the following statement. Wholesale price index in India is available on a monthly basis only. Second is as compared to CPI for industrial workers. You remember I taught you CPI was calculated based on CPI industrial workers, CPI agriculture laborers, CPI rural laborers, etc. Before 2012, it was done like that. But today we have it as CPI for urban, CPI for rural and combined CPI, urban plus rural. So now the question was asked in 2010. So that time, this was the practice, you understand. And during 2010, what happened? WPI was actually released on a weekly basis. After 2012, only what happened? WPI data has been published on a monthly basis. So, as for the UPSC key of 2010, the first one is wrong and the answer becomes only second, which is B. But as for 2024 perspective, the current affairs have changed. So, if this question comes for 2025 examination, for example, your answer will not be B. Because currently, wholesale price index in India is available on a monthly basis only. It is correct because the revision has happened. The updation in the methodology of calculating WPS happened. So the first one is correct. So as for the recent thing, both the statements will be correct. And the answer becomes what? Answer becomes C. I hope it is crystal clear for you. So when you study the PYQs, don't mug up and by heart the PYQs. Based on year to year, current affairs also gets updated. So accordingly, the answers also changes. So one such example is with the question WP and CPI. Now, for example, another question is coming. CPI gives more weightage to food and fuel and CPI consists of imported goods. True or false? Of course, consumer price index do take into consideration what? The price of imported goods as well. Because why do we import commodities? We import commodities for the consumption purpose. So obviously that value has to come under what? Come under the consumer price index. When I teach you GDP deflator, I will make a quick comparison between GDP deflator and CPI. That time once again we'll discuss the similar points. Is it clear? So I hope this particular concept of WPI and CPI is crystal clear for you people. Stay tuned for more such videos. Thank you and Jai Hind.